Rabotai, in his Hilchot Teshuva, the Rambam writes a list of all sorts of averot that if a person transgresses them, the gates of Teshuva are closed before him, which means not that it's impossible, like we said before, Teshuva for every averah is possible, but in Shamayim, the gates are closed before him because he's just not able, he's not around people who are able to show him the ways of Teshuva. Some examples of this, says the Rambam, is a person who causes other people to sin. When a person causes, it's called Machtiyat Rabim, person who causes others to sin, in Maspikin Biyado Le'asot Teshuva, they don't give him an opportunity in Shamayim to do Teshuva. Another example that Rambam says is if a person degrades the mitzvot. The only way to be Zochet HaOlam Haba is by doing the mitzvot. So if you degrade them, you deride them, you look down at them, so obviously, how are you going to have a way in? Another example that Rambam says is a person who is Poresh Midarkei Tzibur. The Tzibur gets together for all sorts of things. Anytime there's a community initiative, this person separates. He says, I don't need this, I don't have anything to do with it. Not only, first of all, the Rambam says that he loses his chelik la'olam haba, but also it's hard to be choser b'tshuva from that, because many times the tzibur gets together to pray, to be choser b'tshuva, especially Chalila, when things happen, the tzibur comes together and reflects, and is choser b'tshuva. So if a person's not part of that, how are you going to be choser b'tshuva? Another example that Rambam writes is if a person is milagleg al chachamim, if a person laughs at the chachamim, you don't believe in the chachamim, you don't go to him. Usually if a person does an avirah, you go to a chacham and he'll teach you the way to do tshuva. If you degrade talmidei chachamim, how are you supposed to do teshuvah? Who's going to teach you how to do it if you're not listening? Now again, like we said, we'll repeat this again and again. All avirot are eligible for teshuvah. These are just avirot that make it extremely difficult and rare to be choser b'teshuvah from, because a person is not exposed to the elements that usually will bring him to teshuvah. So it's important. The Rambam is teaching us that when a person has these opportunities to be close to the chachamim, to be part of a tzibur, all of the exposure, all of the initiatives that are necessary in order to awaken a person's heart, any form of inspiration, especially now during Chodesh Elul, before the Yamim Noraim, take any inspiration you can. You hear a Dvar Torah, you hear a chacham telling the tzibur to wake up and be inspired together. Accept it. Be part of that tzibur, because that is one of the ways, one of the most important ways that a person is able to achieve full teshuvah. Have a wonderful day.